Good day and welcome to the wild, rugged west coast of Vancouver Island, Canada. Today, I have a basic plan. I'm right by the ocean at the moment. I don't think you can see it from maybe up here. Anyway, that blue through the trees is the ocean. And today, I just came from way up there on a really rough trail that not too many people know about. And my basic plan is to go that way and to explore, because I haven't been on this section of the trail, and I'm hoping to find some ancient old growth trees, and there's a waterfall that I've heard about, but I've heard it's really difficult to get down to, and so we'll see how it goes. I've got all day. It's light out until 9:30 nowadays in the beginning of June 2024, so let's give it a shot, see what we can find. Let's go. Very well maintained trail, but there are some really difficult spots along this trail. But again, I don't know what this part of the trail is like, so hopefully there's nothing too extreme. So I just ran into some fellow hikers along the trail, and I asked them about the place that I was thinking about going to, and they said it's about an hour away yet, so that was a little further than what I was expecting. So I might have come down the wrong trail. So we'll just hike and see how it goes. Looks like kind of a nice spot down there, but one problem with this main trail is that there's hardly any side trails that go down to the beaches. But if I can find a way down there, I will. This is why I wore rubber boots. And I've been standing here for a few seconds, and that's what happens. Get stuck. And there's lots of spots like this. Very muddy trail. So as you can see, this is a camping spot. And there's about 3 tents that I see. And finally, after about 40 minutes of walking, I'm able to access the beach. And I'm going to tell you the name of this beach. Not a big secret. This is Chin Beach, as opposed to China Beach. There's a China Beach and a Chin Beach. And this is my first time at Chin Beach, because it's kind of in the middle between the other main beaches, which would be China Beach and Sombrio Beach. And quite a walk. And then there's the sign I was looking for, Juan de Fuca Trail, to the right. And you have to always be mindful of the tides along this area, because you can get trapped. And I know that the tide is coming up right now. And a mid-low tide will be at about 2:30, so it's always important to look up tidal charts. So this is not bad. Not the nicest stretch of beach, but very rugged, that's for sure. Could be cool if there are some big waves coming in. Got some mid-sized ones coming in. That's not too bad. Good one over there. This is more wave action than average. Lots of fun watching crashing waves on the rugged west coast of Vancouver Island, for sure. Alright, let's keep on motoring on down the other way there and see what it's like. And I'm guessing, hoping, that this is passable even at high tide. A little bit of a weeping wall here, but not enough that you can probably even see it on the camera. But it is interesting how the rock goes from different shades to a different shade of another color, and how smooth it is. Another smooth wall, but this one's all wet. Very small creek, and another couple of camping spots, platforms, and right over there, outhouses, which is actually pretty impressive that they have outhouses considering how out in the wild these camp spots are. And I don't know if it's still the same, but I think that the camp spots are 10 Canadian dollars per person. I'm gonna see if I can climb up on that rock right there and then get a little closer to the waves. Alright, I've climbed up on this rock here. I think I'm pretty safe. I want to get a closer up shot of these nice waves coming in here. Good set right here. As far as I go. Oh yeah. Lots of fun. Here comes another good one. I'm gonna slack up on here. That's going. Yes. Yep. I need to back off a little bit. Not an area that you can surf. The waves are actually big enough to surf out there, but too dangerous for sure. But the next beach down, called Sombrio, if you're into surfing, that's where all the surfers go on the south end of the island. And of course, Camino on the that's a good one here. As you can see, I'm pretty close to where the splashes are hitting. Woohoo! This is kind of neat along here with these rocks that have been curved out by the water over the years. Looks like there would be a bit of a waterfall here if it was the rainy season. Get a little bit better shot of it for you. There we go. Oh, bad angle. Try this. Oh, there's some nice Indian paintbrush right there too. Seems early for Indian paintbrush. That's the red right there. Yeah, this would be a kind of a cool shot if it was a bona fide waterfall. Yeah, this is quite nice along here, very reminiscent of Mystic Beach, which again is back the opposite direction, back towards Victoria. Looks like there'd be another waterfall here. Which is something I'll have to keep in mind for the future. Bit of a sea cavern. So you won't be able to read this from here, but It does say right there on that sign, caution, some areas cut off at high tide. So yeah, you do have to be careful. And this would be one of those areas where it's really narrow. See what we have around the corner here. Looks like another little sea cavern over there, so let's check that out. It's kind of interesting along here. Very tiny little waterfall. This actually might not make a bad photo here. That little part of the waterfall coming down there, while being underneath another little sea cavern. All kinds of interesting colors, yellows and oranges, streaks. Very cool. And if it wasn't for that log blocking that area over there, there'd be a secondary entrance. Let's see how far we can go back. A little ways. Yeah, very cool. Beautiful vivid greens. Absolutely love this spot right here. This is a special bonus to get a cool spot like this. I think I might have got a couple decent photos. So now we're on the other side of the sea cavern. And it's just as big on this side. See, we can go back a fair ways, and these are the fallen, or I guess you could call them driftwood trees that have blocked the cavern into two pieces. You gotta love sea caverns, especially one at the double opening like this. The way the light is right now, the roof of the cavern is just a beautiful, nice even light. More interesting colors and textures. Around the corner, and this sea cavern continues even more, but I have to be super careful because the water is coming right in this area. This is one of the corners of the sea cavern. And as you can see, it's very bright out there, so the exposure is better. And as you can see, the water is coming right up to the edge of the cavern, so I might wait it out, because I believe that the tide is going down, so it might be worth it to explore a little bit more. Definitely taking a little bit of a risk now. I made it around the corner when there's no waves, but you have to keep an eye on it. But anyway, the beauty just continues. Sea cow, I had no idea that this was even here all these years. Some kind of little tracks. I don't know what that is, but if I was in the city, I'd think that was like a kitty cat, but I'm not sure. See, you get pretty close here. My best guess would be a raccoon, perhaps. But again, you can walk right in here, and it's not bad light. Another little deeper indentation here. Yeah, this is really cool. definitely made the trip worthwhile right here. Again, very bright out there. And again, if it was pouring rain, there'd probably be all kinds of really cool cascades coming down here. And look how beautiful this former tree root is formed, almost like a piece of art. See a backpacker over on that point right by the sign that says be careful of the high tides. Here right now, but if it was a real high tide, which will be later on, I'd be in a world of trouble. And yet another sea cavern. Sea lions hang out here at the appropriate time of the year. And again, just weeping walls all over the place. Oh, another little cave. You can see light over there. Can I get through here? It's a little tricky. Don't think I can make it around the corner with the tide being it's too deep right there. So it's either hop over this tree or that's the end of the journey. Very slippery. Oh, it's a little bit high. Oh. Oh. Okay. It's a little tricky here, so I'm going to turn off the camera and put this in my pocket so I don't break it. I made it. That's where I just came from over there. I had to scale along this big fallen tree, walking the way there, and into another little cove area here. And it has been raining lately, so that's why we have these weeping walls. And a little cavern, not as nice as the other ones though. Rolling. Oh, this is cool. Another big root that has probably been sitting there for ages. It looks like could be a piece of art. Cavern, more cavern. More drizzling water. Five caverns now. Right in. A little archway coming up over here. Oh, I love these ferns. I have to keep making sure that the lens is dry because there's so much water coming down, but anyhow, I can't remember the name of these ferns, but I just love them. They're so beautiful. They're just glowing beautifully in this light. Make a nice photo right here. Yeah. Pretty cool where this archway is here. But it's very precarious too because the waves are sometimes coming in like this. And you have to retreat. So the next main task is see if I can find a way up here. I can walk on the archway. And I made it! Shouldn't say it. But I should mention that there's a lot of bears around here. I've had several encounters. And some very close up too, like I'm talking about 15 feet or less away. That's a nice vantage point here. Right on top of the arch right now. Waiting for another good wave to come in. There we go. Nice. Other side here. Well, I just got my feet completely soaking wet. Got caught by a little bit of a wave that went up to my knees, so I'm going to be walking all the way back to my car for about an hour and a quarter in totally wet boots and socks, but not the end of the world. But I am going to head back to my vehicle now because I've gone as far as I can go. There you go, that's what's around the corner. That's quite nice, doesn't it? However, there is no way down. That's a sheer drop of about 18-20 feet. And over here is no better. There's nowhere, anywhere even close that I can get down here. The only way would be if it was low tide and I was able to walk around the rocks over there. So I guess this will be my turnaround point, unfortunately. I just passed 5 20-something-year-old parks people who are working hard to improve sections of the trail. So that wouldn't be an easy job. You have to hike all the way in here. I saw their trucks, so I know how far they had to walk. Anyway, all very friendly people. They tried to help me out find the spots I was looking for. And so kudos to those who are working so hard to keep these trails maintained. I just finished climbing up the big hill and I think that I'm going to call it a day. I didn't end up making it to either of my intended destinations, but that's alright. I'm really happy with that cool coastal area that I found. As you can see, it's kind of steep on both sides. This is just a little ravine at the top here. But I want to mention that before I passed the parks people, I passed a couple that are probably, I don't know, 30 to 33-ish, and the woman was just beautiful. And the guy equally so, but of course I noticed the woman more. But anyway, I have to mention that I was very impressed because as I walked by, she still had a big smile and said hello, despite having gone up and down these hills through mud with probably a 40-45 pound backpack on her back. And the same with the other people I ran into earlier. I ran into maybe about 8 backpackers with huge backpacks, and they're all still friendly and saying hello. And I'm very impressed that people can do that slog and still be friendly. So good for those people. That's going to wrap things up from Chin Beach here on the rugged west coast of Vancouver Island. Thanks very much for watching. And until next time, take care everyone. Bye for now.